I've been wanting to do this for a long time, guys, and finally I got around to it, and I said, you know what? I'm just gonna do this show by myself. So this is at the movies now with me, Angel the Jackal Espino, my good friend Scorpio Moon, who normally was joining the fun, is on a little bit of a scheduling conflict for over the last year or so. I'm gonna be kind of doing the show on my own, which is cool with me. I don't mind it at all. At all. But this is going to be now a solo gig unless he wants to come back, of course. Now I'm going to do things a little bit different. This is going to be just a one video review per episode. This is something that it's different from the way we were doing it before. Just wanted to let you guys know this is what's happening. Welcome back to the show. Now, before I get to the movie, I want to also ask the audience to please subscribe to the channel, give us a thumbs up, and leave your comments below whenever the video review is done. If you like what you see, let me know. If you don't, let me know too. And if there's something you want me to review, hey, drop it in there, and I'll make sure I get to it as soon as I have a chance. With that said, let's get on with the review, shall we?
I first want to start off by saying it wasn't my intention to hurt you or ruin our marriage.
How was your flight?
Where did you first meet?
Oh, sorry. At a grocery store over a year ago. Okay. I wasn't out there searching for another woman or something.
Baby, I'm home.
So, did your boy toy come over last night?
He is so much more than a boy toy. I fell in love with a married man.
I think you can convince anyone that I had anything to do with this.
Now, it took me some time to actually get to watch this because I had to wait for it to come through the streaming format, and I've known about it for a while. And to be able to get it and actually see it, I've been kind of like hyping it in my mind because I know one of the actors involved. So I've been really wanting to do this for a bit, and it's been on my to-do list. But of course, like I said, we haven't done this show in a bit. But this is something I really wanted to work on. So I'm really happy I got to see the movie finally. And it actually, I'm going to not go into heavy spoilers, but I will say it lived up to the hype. Now, like I said, this has been on my to-do list and to watch list for a while. And I must say, I'm not into dramas and thrillers all that much. I like to deal in mostly in movies like sci-fi, horror, comedies. That's kind of like stuff I really am mostly into. But there is something to say about older movies like Fatal Attraction and those movies from the '90s that are like very drama thriller based. And the reason I say that is because this movie definitely has that kind of vibe to it. It's as sexual content as the drama, the thriller, like the whole mystery, the twist. It's really well done. The director who also wrote the film, her name is Yara Estrada Lowell, did a fantastic job. Not only just putting together a good script, but narrating the story and putting together the film in a way that is, there's no dragging in this. It paces perfectly. The editing is really good for an independent movie. Normally, a lot of these independent films feel like cheap. This does not at all. This feels like a movie you could watch in theaters with your girlfriend or buddies or whatever. And it's really just a really good film. It captures you. And what I like about it is there's no heavy CGI or anything like that. But it's a very, down to earth, grounded movie that it could happen to anybody. Like what happens to the cast here could literally happen to anybody. And I say the cast because different things happen to different people because of the actions of the main actor Carlo Mendez, who plays Caleb Castillo. And he is fantastic in this. He really does a great job as an actor and the leading guy in this. And in fact, it's funny because the intro of the movie, like the credit scenes in the beginning, have a real like James Bond feel to it. And it's something that just hit me when I saw it. I'm a big James Bond fan. So I was like, that's cool. And then, there's elements here also of the Scream movies a little bit. And I'm like, that's cool. I like those vibes and I like that intro. And then my friend Carlos just knocked it out of the park. Great performance. He's a really cool dude. Deserving to have a part that finally expands on his range as an actor. Which, he's done good work in the past in the independent, film and TV and stuff. He was on Parks and Recreation, and he's done really good work. But this is the movie that really lets his range be shown. So, kudos to my homie Carlos Mendez for putting on a really fantastic performance here. And he's, like I said, he's been working for some time, looking for that right vehicle, and I think this movie is really a perfect setup for, like, hopefully a very, very, good career for this guy because he deserves it. One thing though that I will say, normally he's typecast as, like, the Spanish guy, and here he plays a Spanish guy. But he has so much range. I really do hope he gets more, like, notable roles in the future where he's not just the Spanish, lead, but, it could be just a normal character. He'll be fantastic for the action movies and stuff. The guy's in great shape. So, directors out there, make sure you check out Carlo Mendez. He's a Latino landscaper in the movie. And I don't want to get again too into like heavy spoilers, but he's involved with a woman outside his marriage. And the stuff that happens in this story could happen to anybody. Okay, this is not just uh, something that only happens at the movies. No, this could happen to me. Could happen to you. Anybody who's married could go through this and have this happen to them. And it's kind of ironic when you watch the twist and everything that happens here because, like, can't believe that happened. I can't believe that happened. Wait, who's this? And why does she look like that person? Again, I don't want to give anything away because there's a lot of twists involved in this movie. And Carlos again plays the part perfectly. He's very charming and all that stuff, but he has great people behind. Not only him as the lead actor, but again, great directing and a great co-stars in this movie. Really, really great cast. Now, while it seems like this is a great way to spend your life, with two really hot women, I get it. I'm a guy. But you gotta understand, life will find a way to, like, slow you down and punch you in the face when you think you're like riding high, and that's what kind of happens to Carlo here and or Caleb. And when I say punch you in the face, not only does he get punched in the face, he gets kicked in the gut, he gets thrown down, and it all happens because he made a mistake in life, which again could be any of us. Now, like Crystal Hernandez, who plays Fiona, the young lady who ends up taking Caleb from his wife, Celine. Um, like her, Liz Fanning, who plays Celine, is absolutely stunning. I mean, they're both beautiful ladies, and she's also a fantastic actress. In fact, when I got to the end of the movie, I immediately thought, man, this could be something that they could springboard into maybe a sequel or so. Also, there's so many possibilities with this story, and let's just say that is possibly in the works. I'll leave it at that. And I really look forward to seeing that because I think it'll be really a cool movie to go forward with more story. I really hope the Scream vibe is incorporated more and we get more like a really like almost horror slasher type, thing in the next one. There's definitely that element here, with like what happens, and like I said, when it goes down, or as some call it, the shit hits the fan. This tale it could get very dark, and I hope it does if there's a sequel. I don't want to spoil much, like I said, because again, this is it's set up to be maybe something that could go forward with more movies. So I want you to really watch it, pay attention to it, and enjoy it for yourselves. But as a movie watcher, overall, I will say this is a very good cautionary tale of what to do and not to do when you're in this situation. If you're a married man, follow along. Don't do what Caleb Castillo here did, and I think you'll be okay. And that's my review. I'm gonna give this movie a 5 out of 5. I really enjoyed it. I'm not just saying that; it's a really good movie, well put together. I do like independent movies, no matter what the genre. Even though, like I said, I'm more of a sci-fi horror, comedy kind of guy. There's a little bit of comedy here, a little bit of like that horror element, which really works for me. The drama, the thriller, all that stuff is really well put together here. I hope to see more in this storyline going forward. I do hope that is something that we see, but I also hope that Carlo Mendez, Liz Fanning, and Fiona Cristola Hernandez all continue to find really good work. They're fantastic actors. So again, my hats off to Yara Estrada Lowell. Look forward to seeing more from her in the future. And guys, with that said, 5 out of 5. Check out my movie Demise with my homie Carlo Mendez. Don't close your eyes. Don't let it sleep, because this could happen to anybody any day of the week. Till next time, peace. Love y'all. Stay in the movies. Keep watching. And remember, subscribe to the channel. Leave your thumbs up. And leave your comments below. Peace, homies.